Hello, good morning. I'd like to come and share with you today my design team project for Artymaze. I've actually made two journals. This one is a soft cover and it's made using Mowena the mermaid, and it also includes images from Mrs Cogs the mermaids. So I'll take you through it. It measures approximately 6¼ wide, 8½ tall. It's a soft cover, bobble trim. I've put this on the front that can be removed. They're all on like little bulb pins, so they can be taken off and clipped in to the journal somewhere if you'd like to use them. It has a seam binding closure, and on the inside I had lots of ephemera left over, so I thought I would put it into a little glassine bag and include it. So there's lots of other bits and pieces in here that you can use, and it could be stuck into the front here on the front cover if you wanted to. So that's a little bag there that goes with it. The start of the signature is a piece of light cardstock that I had that had waves on it, and so I've put the title on it there, The Mermaids. Just make sure it's in, yep. And the sequin trim there to me reminded me of the mermaid's tail. So in here we have a little pocket. There's a tag there from the kit, and this image is from Mrs Cogs, the mermaids, and that's a little notebook there, so there's plenty of journaling space there as well. Page there from the kit. It says the ocean's roar is music to the soul. There's a little tuck spot there as well. Some digi printing there as well. That one flaps open so that you can journal on the space there. And there's a little extra page in there. And that says mermaid wishes and starfish kisses. That one flaps open. There's a few storybook pages in here from a book that I had with the Little Mermaid in. And there's a decoupage there of a mermaid. It's even a seahorse napkin that I had. Some stamping on there. To me it looked like fish scales, some sari silk up the side. That's an old book page from a ladybird book of the seashore. Some tracing paper there that's been sprayed and dyed. There's an envelope there, and on the other side of the envelope there's some collaging of the fabric. There's nothing in that envelope though. It just clips up there. There's a book page here that had images from shells under the sea and jellyfish, and then there's a tuck spot in it as well. It was an extra page from the kit that I had left over, and that's one of the kit pages as well that I've used on the back there. This says meet me where the sky touches the sea, and again some lovely sari silk down the side there. This is another envelope that's been tabbed at the top of the page. There's a little tuck spot in the back of that, and again a little envelope there that you can put something into. Let's click that on. Excuse me, I've had an awful cold over the Christmas period. Little tuck spot there again with one of the pages from the Little Mermaid storybook that I had. We dream in colours borrowed from the sea. Who says that my dreams have to stay? Just my dreams. There. There's a tuck spot here on this music page. There's a tuck spot there. And there's a card. My printer, it must have run out of ink when I printed that, but I really liked that it came out blue and green, so I included it. And on the back there is one of the little tuck spots and some ribbon there, which I don't know if you can catch that shines. So it's a little bit like a fish's tail. And again, the back page, that's a decoupaged book page as well with the napkin that I had. A seahorse. That's just a card that's been backed. The paper here, I coloured it with food colouring. It says there, the ocean's roar is music to the soul. It's another piece of tracing paper. I liked that you could see the image of the mermaid through it, as if she's under the sea. And here there's a little bit of, is it Franken paper? I think it's Franken paper, with some bits and pieces that I had left over. I think that's one of the images from Mrs Cogs' Mermaids. It's a really nice kit. Got some lovely images in it. And again, the little page from the Little Mermaid, and there's a little mermaid there. I love the rain because I'm a mermaid who lives far from the sea. This is an envelope with the bottom turned up, so there is a pocket just there, but I didn't put anything in it because I just loved that image and I didn't want to cover her up, so I left it. Now we have the images. I think these are ones from Mrs Cog that's on some paper that tucks behind it, and as I say, there is a tuck spot there that can be used. Here's an image from the kit from Artymaze, and some these are colour paint charts, but one says by the seashore and the other says coastal waters, so I included them. Write your secrets in the sand and trust them with a mermaid. And again, some I don't know what sort of fabric that is. It's very fine, see-through, a little bit shiny. One of the pockets there, that's a pocket made from one of the pages from Mrs Cog, and these are all from the kit from Artymaze. The fabric that I had here, it looked to me as if it had coral on it. I don't think it is, but it looked to me as if it was. I've included a little book here. When I was making the book, when I used the inks, I wiped the page with a wet wipe, and when it had finished it was all stained blue, so I've covered a piece of card with some of the wet wipe that dried blue, and I've collaged some of the fabrics onto it. So there's Little Mermaid swimming there, and then on the inside some collaging of the papers, so you can write. I think it was Artymaze did this, and I think Artymaze had seen it from Gail Agostelli. So I used the bits of paper that I had, scraps, to do it, and I left it there that said Little Mermaid. So that just ties up together, so that's just an additional little journaling spot for you in that one. And again, another of the images there. Lovely image. So lots of journaling space in this one. The sea, once it casts its spell, holds one in its net of wonder forever. I do hope you can see it. It's a bit of a dull day today and the sun's just shining through, so I hope you can still see it. As endless as the ocean and as timeless as the tides. And again, these colour paint charts, one's Mermaid's Tale and one's Nautical Night, so it just fit to go in there. Some shells and some stamping on there. This is a glassine bag that's it does expand, so you can put things in, and again there is a tuck spot just there. The glassine bag's been sprayed with inks, and again I didn't want to cover that image up, cover it up with a tag, so I left it like that, and that's a spare piece of paper that I had from the kit. Some more of the tracing paper, a tag there. That some of these pages do have a shine on them. I sprayed them with like a glitter spray, so there are some glittery bits in there. Another tag there. The back of the music page, and again another of the pages that came out blue. There's a million fish in the sea, but I am a mermaid. And there's a fabric flip there with a mermaid on, looking down at the blue octopus. It says mermaids this way. Oh, she's upside down. There's a mermaid there on some Franken paper. And another little mermaid there. These were all leftovers that I had. I'm going to change the world, but today I'll just be a mermaid. There's a little tuck spot here with the card behind. This is a paper bag. So there's a tuck spot just there, and there's a tuck spot inside the bag. Some writing space just there. It just ties together with that. There. And again, the back of the book page with a tag in there. That again is an envelope with some fabric on there that was left over from the kit. Left over from when I was making the journal. Tracing paper. Again, this is a book page from the Ladybird book that I had. That flips up. There's some information there about the fishes. There's a tuck spot in there, and again that opens out for more writing space. A little tuck spot in there. Another piece of the franking paper. This says she would be half the world away, floating in a turquoise sea and dancing by the moonlight. And then the last page there, again, I've made a little tuck spot with some franken paper and some spare paper from the kit, and I think that one's Mrs Cogs. So quite a full journal, very blue. I enjoyed making it, and I did like using both of these kits, Mowena the mermaid and the mermaids. And that is my soft cover mermaid journal, and I hope that you've enjoyed looking at it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.